Hunter's Full Moon Trilogy is the first book in the Eastern Faraway Adventures by Midnight Tower.
And welcome to Band of Badgers. This is our Midnight Tower GM Creator Series. We've lost Ian.
Do
it again. Do it again.
He's floating down that river.
Hey everybody, welcome to Band of Badgers. Hey! I just suddenly had flashbacks of Elf. Then it was like he's doing the Jack in the Box. Hey, there he is. Anyway, what are we doing? What are we talking about? Welcome, everyone. This is Band of Badgers. This is our Midnight Tower campaign, Hunter's Full Moon Trilogy, which is going to be, well, I was going to say it's going to be. It is GM'd and written and helmed by Midnight Tower. Over there is Tove and Eric. Eric is sitting in the corner as always, and Tove is the GM for this series. But before we get into any of that, how is everybody? It's been a tough week this week. I think everyone's been really busy.
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely super busy, but
Exciting
lots of fun. Well, like work and
exactly.
Fun
We were just trying to teach Diana some Cockney rhyming slang and some English slang. So your apples and pears up the gaffer, yeah?
Yes, good sir.
Okay.
That was really
Can I have some more?
Well, that'll work too.
Pretty flowers for a pretty lady. Alright, I got the
Oh my god!
Pretty lady.
We've created a monster. There we go. We've created a monster. I would love to see so.
Yes.
Diana's next character in Harbingers should be English.
Yes.
English Cockney, and we'll just keep sending you words
Yes,
shut out on air, and we'll
You
give
can
a
just make it up as you go, sort
This
of
is
like
true.
I'm trolleyed. You can just make it up like I'm land. It doesn't really matter what it is.
What is I'm trolleyed?
What is what?
I'm trolleyed.
I'm knackered, I know that one. I don't know trolleys.
Very drunk.
That's it.
I'm gonna write all these down next time.
Or make them up as you go along.
We would probably be here all day, but enough of that. We're going to talk about some bits and pieces as we've got here. These are the lovely books from our friends at Midnight Tower, and you can pick all of them up right now. Remember, well, as we're doing this live, if you watch this on YouTube, it's November, which means it's the perfect gift for the geek in your life. Pick them up. Yeah, that's all of us, and many more people than just here. But yeah, that is a fact. And Christmas is coming. You can buy some Badger Christmas merch. But here's the book. There it is.
Oh yay!
That's the one we're playing.
Pretty.
Lovely hardback. And there's more Badger merch.
There's more of like Christmas decorations on them. I mean, what's not to love here?
I know. There's your free badgers in a Santa suit, which is great.
That's cute.
And you'll never guess what weepons he's got there.
Yeah, it's clearly.
It's got an axe and a short
one is a
sword.
hula hoop. Yeah.
Got an axe and a short sword.
It's a hula hoop and a brand new car. How you doing, geezer?
You could have won.
I'll have it for a pony.
I know another one, but I can't say it on stream.
Anyway.
Right in private chat. One of us could, yeah. That is a very common, and that means you'd say it different in the States, doesn't it? That's not as rude as it is here.
Nope.
Because that's quite rude here.
Yeah. Well, in Australia, you say it all the time. So it's, it's just weird.
I don't think that's a bad word.
But that is just you, Ian. That is just you.
Yeah. So I can say it on my it's fine.
So
Dave
anyway.
and Steve were thinking, I invited these people onto the stream. I can't
What did I
believe
do?
Hey, yeah, we're several chapters in now, folks. This bus has already left. We did the seatbelts up. Now it's time to take those seatbelts off and see what happens. We're heading that way anyway. So
Going down from here.
to Tove. Over
Yes,
to you.
and I'll send it over to Ian, who will read the summary from what happened last time.
How's my week going so far? I died, lost the girl of my dreams, got washed away in a river. We're currently traveling across Buckwild. We're following an ancient map towards Queen Freya Swiftsteel's legendary tomb. And at the Tower of Agatoth, we found the keys to the tomb, but lost 2 members of the party. Our party. Most importantly, the most important member. Me. A detour to the Enchanted, the White Lady's Lake deep in a longleaf grove, brought Vix, myself, the Bright Scale, back from the dead, but the warrior, Killian, soul had already travelled to the great beyond. But when we put our fallen friend, to rest, the magical Iron Shield clan medallion that he wore began to spin faster and faster, and to our surprise, an odd dwarf materialized next to Killian's body. A dwarf whose claim that he was trapped inside the magical Iron Shield clan's medallion. I still haven't recovered from the recent events. Nevertheless, as I swim completely on purpose away from the rest of the party, we continue towards Queen Freya Swiftsteel's tomb. On the way, we did encounter a pretty weak black dragon. And I'm not going to say that I could have taken it down in one hit, but I'm just giving the guys a chance to be heroes. The battle is currently in full swing. Join us as I carry on being bodacious.
So what about
modest.
Yeah, I know. It's an awesome summary. I like it how you're swimming away when you know that.
Bravely swimming away.
Letting the others have a chance.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think we left off in the middle of the battle pretty much. So yeah, you're fighting next to the river Nelda, this very angry black dragon wormling, which looked really large on further away, but due to perspective, it turned out not to be too enormous.
It was
nevertheless,
closer than we thought it was.
Exactly. Nevertheless, Vix fell into the river and has been washed away. And according to my notes, it is the dragon turn. Yes. So let's have a look at the map and see where everyone is. It is Rex next to Garon, so it is going to attack Garon.
While we're doing that, I'm going to set up some music in the background. If the music is too loud for our players and for our audience, do shout out. Let us know.
Music is always cool. I like it.
Me too.
It's a very weird music.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is cool if you're part of the team.
This is going to be exciting.
It is exciting. I'm nervous.
Okay, I'm rolling the dice now.
Okay.
A mighty 9, so nothing exciting is happening. That was me. I guess that is, in that case, Vic's turn, who is swimming away somewhere.
How far away is Victorious? The Bright Scale, the drow.
I think we rolled that. You took damage, and
he's
you
off
were.
the map.
Yeah, you're off the map. I think you went 100 feet down rivers, unless I'm mistaken. I didn't actually write it up, but let's say that it was 100 feet.
If it's 100 feet from where I am down the river, could I make out the black dragon from here?
You can, but you're also sort of like half underwater, sort of like just getting tossed and turned and getting your head bashed against rocks in the river. So...
Okay. What we'll do is I will attempt to try and swim my way to the shore, to the side. I don't know if you want me to roll for that, but we'll try that first.
Do an athletic check for swimming. We can say DC 14 because it's quite
DC 14?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a bit juicy.
with a mighty plus 0. That's an 8.
Oh.
That's an 8. Okay, then. If
So
that's what's
he
gonna
can't quite
happen.
make it. And could I make a perception check to see if as I come up, if I can like get a Eldritch Blast off?
You are not going to be able to do that.
No,
Even
no.
if you can get visual, you're sort of flailing and throwing your arms around.
No
Uh,
worries.
So, and you also get swept away for. For another 60 feet, and you take 2 in bludgeoning damage.
2 in bludgeoning damage. Roger.
And the water is also ice cold.
Awesome. That's the end of my go.
Yeah.
All I can do.
Yeah. The rest of you, for those who notice, you see that he's definitely being swept off somewhere, and you lost sort of where he is now. So, Kara, it's your turn.
If I see that, I'm not losing Vix again, so she's going to charge full on towards Victorious.
Yes.
I'm going to be running
Okay. Yep. And what's your? I'll just write
30
everything up.
feet, so I can go 60. I think.
Yeah,
Double
exactly.
movement.
Yeah. And then Vix is 100 plus 60, so he's 160 down. I'll just make a note. Good. Vix.
As I'm running, I'm
Okay.
pulling out my rope.
Yep. So that means that you are 100 from. Yeah.
I'm coming. Oh, I need to move myself. Sorry.
And then
No more map.
2 members of the party have left the group. So it's going splendid. Flinny, it's your turn.
So how far away from Flinny is Vix right now?
Let's see where you are at the moment. Well, okay, actually, 10, 20, 30. You are 35, 135.
That's not bad.
That's
Like
a
it.
long way. So, because Flinny used to be, because of his past life, seeing Vix being swept away in the river is causing him to sort of panic mildly. And he's also feeling tremendously guilty because the last time his friends depended on him, Flinny stuffed his face with edibles and ended up losing his
Pickled
mind.
unicorn.
Pickled unicorn and other intoxicating beverages and food stuff. So Flinny takes a cunning action, uses a dash action, a dash action,
A dash
as a bonus
hound action.
It becomes a dash
So-
out.
Exactly. So, if correct me if I'm wrong. So this is my first rogue. So dash as a bonus action, that is 60 feet in itself. Can I then, as my main action, also take a dash action?
Oh.
Yes, that's the whole point of a rope. Well, I mean, it's Toby's thing. I'm going to step back.
Run that again. You're gonna do a dash action.
As a
And
bonus
then-
action, because it's a cunning
okay.
action. It's a rogue thing. But then, as my main action, I also wish to take a dash action.
Can you do that if you take your full movement times
Yep.
2, isn't that your full round?
That's my action normally. If I take a normal dash action, I can't say that. So that would normally be 60 feet. But because I have this cunning
But
action,
can you do
thing,
anything else then? Because I'm
Nope.
thinking if you
no, running, it's running like mad.
You're basically
I'm not
shredding everything
sure.
into 3 movements.
Yeah, no, I understand what you want to do. I'm not sure
Yep.
how that works in the rule. Because if I take a dash action and then try to cast Eldritch Blast, I wouldn't be able to do anything else than just running full head. Or is that a rogue thing that you can
It's
do?
a rogue
that
thing. Yes,
Let's go for it. It's a cool
Cool.
thing. Yes. Rule of
Excellent.
cool.
Which rule of cool then gives me a total of 120 feet of movement.
Holy cow.
Question.
Yeah.
Like the Olympics, is there any way I can hold my rope out one end of it and Flinny can take the other end and run with it? In case I have to pull Vixen.
In theory, you could potentially use your reaction for that. I think. Because that's a cool thing to be able to do. Yes.
Or my next turn, I will like lasso it.
Yeah, exactly. You can prepare Flinny for it, sort of like catch it.
I will prepare.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So where do I place myself? Off screen, next to
off
Vix?
screen, and I will make you're 15 feet from Vix now.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, because I'm still on the other side of the river, right? So okay. There I am.
Oh, yeah.
That was me.
Technically.
Yeah, I didn't make this map large enough, but we can use our imagination. It's okay. Didn't really think that it would end up like this.
Using your imagination in Dungeons and Dragons, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. I'll do better next time.
You're killing it. Pick up that crown.
All right, that was Flinny. So we are up to the top. No, wait. We have. Where is Kingsman and Garen on this list? Initiative tracker. If I click on the initiative, okay, I completely messed things up because I was looking at the wrong thing. That's fine. We'll work with that. So yes, Kingsman, it's you.
Okay.
Skip around a little bit. Sorry.
So, how big is? So I'm standing next to this tree. How tall is this tree that's been felled behind me?
It's not very tall, if you know what I mean. It's more like it's a sort of huge trunk that's laying down. So you don't need to sort of.
I can jump up on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Just do your normal sort of move for that.
I just jump up on that, and nice and calmly, I will take an arrow. But as I'm doing that, I am going to use, because we went up a level, I am going to use Hunter's Mark.
Yes.
On my target, on the wormling, obviously.
You should. Yes.
So that gives me some extra damage. I will aim and fire.
Go for
I got a natural 1.
Oh no! Oh god! Yeah. Oh yeah!
It's one of those days.
Should really start playing with that when you can start hitting your friends who are in combat. That could end up in disaster.
He's not a friend yet. We don't know him.
Yeah, he's a dwarf. He can win, surely.
He'll never
He's just a target.
What could possibly go wrong? Yeah. So yes, and then we did Flinny and we did Kara and Vix. We've already done that, so that means it's Garen's turn.
Did you want me to do damage to Garen or anyone else, or was it just a miss?
No. That for it's just a miss. But it came dangerously close to Garen.
No, Tove is the GM. Tove is the
painfully
GM.
Loud swing as your swing snaps.
Well, I think this adventure is dangerous enough. I don't think we should start adding that you can kill each other, because that's going to go downhill really quickly. So it does for our group when we're playing with our other groups. So yes, Garen, it's you. You are standing next to the black worm, and it's flapping its wings, sort of like.
I think to myself as I see these heroic heroes that I've decided to accompany disappear off into the distance, leaving me, unarmed me, thank you to the Paladin, unarmed me to fight the Black Dragon. So, I shall step up. I'm going to do this all by myself. With myself. And at that point, I'm going to cast Mirror Image.
Okay.
Stand there and go, and 3 other selves of me are going to pop out next to me.
Didn't Vix give you a knife? He gave you a dagger, didn't he?
Oh yeah, dagger. Yeah. It's weapon of choice to fight a dragon. Let me think. Something I'm going to eat my dinner with. You didn't give it to me. I won it off you in a fair round of gambling.
Yeah.
I'm reminding
Oh
you
boy.
that you're not part of the team unless you kill that dragon with a knife.
Earn my position, do I? Right, okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to cast Mirror Image as my action, and then as my bonus action, I'm going to order my spiritual weapon to attack dragon.
Yes.
Because let's face it, someone has to.
Mm.
That's a 4 on the dice.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my
Think
god.
that's gonna be a miss.
Retreat.
I don't know why I'm looking it up, but I will just for completeness.
Just for yeah, no, absolutely.
That hits a 9 on an armor class
Yeah.
of 9.
That is a miss.
That's my go over.
Okay. Oh, your mirror image has got its own initiative now, so it's even more confusing.
I'll move them aside.
No, that's fine. It looks funny. I was just, oh, what's going on here? That means that everyone has done their turn, and it is the wormling's turn. It looks
Dear.
really sort of confused about these 4 dwarfs that just sort of showed up. It takes a deep breath and sort of does an acid breath blast. So you can make a DC 11 Dex save.
That's confidently said there. Make attempt.
Yeah.
Yep, I attempted.
you attempted.
7.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
But how does that work when you have mirror image? Do they have to?
I have to do it. I think it's percentile, isn't it?
Uh,
Or is
yes.
it cone?
And if it's a directed attack because it's a cone, it's goodbye to all of them. So thank you very much for wasting that spell. that's how it used to work anyway.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Is the best way to get around mirror image.
Oh dear.
Yeah, but on the bright note, out of 5 d8, I rolled the following: 1, 2, 2, 3, and 5. So it could have been a lot worse. So that is 13 in that case. In acid damage.
Okay, I'm still up.
Yeah, you're still up. And then it is Kingsman.
Am I back? Am I? Right. Okay.
Sorry for the first
will-
confusing thing here.
No problem. I'm still on the tree. I will take another shot.
Yes.
I've still got my hunter's mark on it. I will take another shot. 8, 9, 10, 11, that's a 13.
It's a miss.
Oh.
Another
Good
arrow.
luck. Do better.
Let's see if nope.
We're all going to die down here.
Darn you, 1 attack per action.
No, I think we're fine. It's the people up there who are going to die.
Ouch! That is mean. But speaking of which, it's your turn then, Flinny.
All right. So 15. I'm still 15 feet away from
Yes.
Vix. Right. And where exactly is Vix? In the middle of the river, or is he?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
in the middle of the river. It feels like rock dragons, they don't really float that well. So, yeah.
That's odd.
It
Am
is.
I aware of Kara sort of waving a rope in my direction?
Yes.
All right. Then I attempt to grab the rope and leap into the river as close to Vix as possible.
Okay, you're leaping into the river. I did not see that one coming.
She's like, are you guys fucking dumb?
I'm
Yes.
saying our friend.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. But yeah, let's split the party once again after we all died last time. It's an amazing idea.
No.
There are different types of strategies. Okay, Eric, I will. So explain to me what you're trying to do, and I'll
Right.
set
So
an easy check
I
from
run past. I run towards Vix, and I see in my peripheral vision, I see the rope and I go, oh yeah, great idea. And I grab the rope and I think, is this really what she wants me to do? I don't know. And then I just leap off the bank and into the river holding the rope. Trying to, in the second or two, I'm airborne, trying to sort of come up with a plan what to do next.
Okay, so you're not going to try to do some cool diving or something. You're just going to plunge down in the water. And then what are you going to try to do?
This is probably Flynn's
You're going to
first
drown
time
it, or you're going to try to...
submerged, not being in a bathtub, given that he spent his entire life in a city. So, it's no clue.
You're from
He's going to hold
Whiteport,
on to the rope.
aren't you?
Sorry?
You're from Whiteport, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a harbour town.
Yeah, I know, but the waves are huge. So I hold the rope in one hand, and I leap into the river, trying to grab Vix with my other hand. That's what I'm doing. Or I'm trying to do, rather.
Yes. And then, if you manage to hold on to him, what are you going to do that next?
I'm going to turn around.
Are you going to give him the rope, and then swim?
I hold the rope. I hold Vix, and I look. Then, if I pull that off, I'm going to look at Kara, like
with puppy eyes, sort of like.
Pretty much.
Okay. I will let you do some sort of. I think that's going to be some sort of athletic check, but you don't actually have to try to swim, and you're already in the water. So you can. Well, you're also just jumping in. Do like a DC 8 athletic check just to sort of not land directly on top of Vix.
Alright, so I have a +5 for a total of that's an 18.
Okay, yes, perfectly executed. And then you manage, like the water is really fast moving as well, so you have to decide where to jump in an angle because he's also traveling downriver. You're like, you just see this number sort of like, okay, easy. I do 45 degrees there and then 3.5 meters and I'll plonk directly next to Vix. And you try to grab him. So you can just do a strength check to hold on to him. And again, the water is really, really rapid, so let's do that. But on the other hand, he's not resisting. So let's do another DC 8 then to make it.
7.
Oh my god.
What on earth? Okay, you are bobbing next to him though, with a rope, sort of like... doing so well.
I'm here to say.
But you are in the water, and I will let you. When it's Vic's time, both of you gonna get swept away at the same pace. Otherwise, this is gonna get very, very complicated quickly.
Bring it together.
Yes. So it's Kara's turn.
Okay, I am going to brace myself, possibly by a tree or a rock, and plant myself on the ground so I can hold on and then start pulling, or to tie the rope around a tree so that I can start pulling afterwards.
Yeah. There are plenty of sort of rocks along the riverbank, so you find a big sort of boulder that you put up 1 foot and then sort of lean back, sort of ready to just sort of, when the combined weight of Linny and Vix hits you, you're going to be able to work against that. So yeah, that's a good idea. That would work. And
do you want a strength check or next round?
Yeah, that's going to be when it happens. So that's going to be sort of like as a reaction. I don't really use reactions usually, but in this case, it makes sense. Okay. So then it is Vix. You have Flinny bobbing next to you in this rapid stream water. He has a rope, and you saw him coming in like very sort of Baywatch jumping in, and then kind of just feet everywhere, and yeah. It started well, it ended a little bit less gracious.
Hopefully, before I get swept away, I can just grab onto him and maybe do a dex check or a dex saving throw to see if I can grab on.
Yeah, you can do. You don't have to do a dex save, but I would say if you can do a DC 8 strength, because he's very nearby, so it's not. You just need to sort of have the strength to hold on to him.
Okay. Strength, yeah. I have a -1 in the stat.
Oh,
There it is.
Get an 8.
What?
Is it amazing or is it bad?
I didn't
No,
hear
it's
you.
15. It's right down the middle.
Oh, okay, yeah. That is enough. So both of you get swept away a little bit, and then let's see if the rope. Yeah, because the rope is going to be 30 feet, so you're not going to go further. But you are going to take. Flinny, you take 3 in bludgeoning damage, and Vic, you take 4 as you hold on to the rope and you're getting swept down. Then Kara, you can do a strength check to sort of hold against them as they bash against the boulders.
No.
no!
I rolled a 2 plus my 4.
Yeah, no, it's like that huge, nearly 2 meters and 10 centimeters earth dragon. I mean, Flynn is quite on the light side, but this dragonborn kind of creature, he's heavy. So yeah, no, there's this sort of, and then you get pulled after along the riverbank,
getting dragged.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Oh, God.
so you're all moving down the stream, and yeah, 10
Don't worry,
feet further
Vix
away.
will save you.
Garen, if you can just bring the dragon down here. That would be perfect.
Garen's not
So yeah, that's pretty much. But then after, so yeah, you get dragged along 10 feet sort of, and then it is your turn, Kara. So you can
I'm
make a
gonna-
new strength
Yes,
and see
please.
if you can stop this madness.
Okay. 17 on the die plus 4. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Ooh. So yeah, once you sort of you slipped on this big stupid boulder, it was
yes.
slippery because of all the water. You found another one. You're like, all right, enough now. So you managed to pull both of them up from the water in this massive strength. Yeah. Massive strength check. I don't know what I'm saying already. Yeah, you did really well. This is me trying to look at the map and talk at the same time. I just don't really know how to multitask.
We're doing great.
But yeah, they are out of the water, and it is it's Vic's turn.
Cool. And with that, he will. Does Kara or Flinny look injured? For you guys, like if I'm looking at you, do you look bloody? Do you look messed up at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. He just claps a hand on your shoulder, and you just feel that like bassy resonance. He's also like mud's just falling out of his mouth, where the water's just mixed up with him. He's like, "Thank you." I'm gonna cast a spell on you, which is gonna be Cure Wounds, which is 1d8 plus 3. You're gonna get 6 points of healing.
Ooh, thank
As
you.
this gem just like lifts off and then like runs down the arm. It's like, we should finish this thing before it brings any bigger ones. And he just nods and then begins with his movement going 30 feet back towards the dragon.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Yes.
Thank you.
Then all of you are pretty much 140 feet away from the edge of the map. And that was Vix, and that means it's Garen's turn.
Get him, Garen.
Emboldened by my 3 friends that have just turned up to support me, I raise the dagger in defiance. The dragon. I've changed dice.
Okay.
That's a good
I
idea.
needed to.
I needed to. I've rolled a nat 1.
No, he didn't.
Wow.
We're shit at this.
Ian,
But we're trying.
stay in the
We're
water
trying
and collect
so
the dagger
hard.
as it floats down the river to you.
You know why you didn't roll on that one, then, Steve, don't you?
Why I did roll on that one.
No, sorry. Why you did roll,
Yes.
or why you should? If you had Norse Foundry dice, you see, you wouldn't have rolled on that one.
Correct. Yes, that's absolutely right. If it was Norse Foundry dice we were using, it would be a tale of very short combats indeed.
I hear the only generate ones. I hear that Norse Foundry and another.
Right. So that's my action. My bonus action is to order the spiritual weapon to attempt to attack again.
Yes.
And I shall roll. Yes, that's not a natural 20. It's a dirty 20. Rolled 15.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
that's
that is a
actually
hit. That is a hit. It's the first
Now I
hit
need to
of
look
the
up the
evening.
damage because I've not actually hit yet. We go.
Is this the first
6
time we hit
points
the
of
ground?
damage.
Come again, sorry.
Six.
Is this the
Six
first
points of
time?
damage.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, it is the first. This is the first damage that the dragon is actually taking tonight. So it looks slightly surprised, to be
Sorry,
honest.
we're coming back.
Yeah. Coming,
It'll be
we're
fine.
coming.
It'll be We've got another episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Can do this for hours.
We will be.
Wear it down.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then that means it is the wormling's turn, and I don't know if the mirror images, if they are still active anymore.
They are still
or
active
if they-
because it says they only get destroyed by attacks that hit them. Any other spells or effects are ignored.
Excellent. Then it tries to bite you with a mighty DC 13.
Well, I have to roll the dice to see whether.
Yep.
Well, I mean that doesn't hit me technically, so
No, if it doesn't hit you, then you don't have to roll the dice for the mirror image. I think that's how it works.
my AC is 17, so 13.
Yeah, you are fine. That is all good in the hood. All right, that means it's Kingsman's turn.
Okay, let's try this. Third and final time, I will knock an arrow. I still have my hunter's mark. And this time I'm just going to whisper to the arrow. You will not miss. You will not miss.
Oh.
You will not. And then I let the arrow go. And it's a 15 on the dice plus 8.
Nice.
And that's
Good
10.
job.
That's 14 points of damage.
Oh, wow. Holy
Nice.
cow.
nice.
All right. Yeah, the first arrows you probably just calibrated. Is that what it's called? When you
Yeah.
narrow it down, and then you definitely set it just straight into the neck, and it sort of roars.
Just
It's
make
is
it feel
calibration.
overconfident.
It's
No.
clearly I hit, and it was distracted. He's just
All I
an
can see-
opportune archer.
You know, have you guys ever seen Happy Gilmore?
A long time
When,
ago. I don't.
He's just like, why won't you go in the fucking hole, ball? That's your hole. I thought Kingsman was going to go down that road.
So yes, that was Kingsman. It means that it's Pliny. It's you.
All right. So Flynn has done some reading up whilst in the river and realized that he does not have 120 feet of movement, but 90.
Yes,
If he
I
uses
thought so.
his-
That
Yep.
makes sense. Yeah.
So
'Cause I was
he's
like, is
gonna.
that really?
Try
Yeah,
it back
no,
up.
it sounded a bit much. So he's gonna use
Okay.
all those 90 to run straight back at the dragon.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not sure. You decide how far that takes me.
It will take you 50 feet from the edge of the map.
50
So
feet.
you're not. Yeah, because you were swept down with Pliny. All in
Oh,
total,
yeah.
you were 170 feet away.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Okay.
And then you get pulled up and stuff. So that's the notes that I have. I could be wrong, but there's somewhere
Nope,
around
sounds good.
there.
Cool.
Yep. So, and then it is Kara.
All right. As I'm running, I'm putting away my rope.
Yeah.
And I guess my movement is 60 feet, so I will move
Yes.
up 60 feet.
Yes. That means you're 80 feet from. And that makes actually sense. Brilliant. And then it is Rix.
Double move.
Double move. So yeah, you're gonna be with Kara. So 80 feet of
Got this. I will tap Kara and I will give you a bardic inspiration. We got this.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Thank you for the fun. D6. D6?
Yes.
Thank you.
And then it is Garon. In front of you is this black sort of dragon rolling, an arrow just peeking out, and it's oozing blood all over it, splashing in your face, and it is your turn.
Yeah, so I'm going to take a side step so that the arrow's on the opposite side of its body from me, try and get away from any of that splatter and stuff like that. And then I'm going to punch upwards with an uppercut with the dagger. That's a 2. So that's a miss. And then a little spiritual weapon to attack again.
Yes.
And that's a 3.
That's a 3. It has 3 hit points left.
Right.
So it's just enough.
No. That was a 3.
That's a 3 to
no, I thought, oh, no, that is a miss.
Out of the last 4 rolls, I've had a
Now we
1, a 2, and a 3.
Yeah.
On 3 different dice.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know what you're going to get for Christmas.
Dice.
Yeah,
We're going to Dragon Meet soon, aren't we? So it's only a few weeks away. Go to Dragon Meet, we'll get some new dice.
Just need to survive until then. Who said that? I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from. Then it is the dragon, and it is really, really wounded, and it just looks. It can see the rest of the party coming, and it's sort of just waiting its odds, and it tries to leave. You, Garon, so you get an attack of opportunity as it tries to fly away.
That is a 17 on the dice.
That is just a hit.
Daggers D4, aren't they?
Yes.
That is 6 points of damage.
Oh, it tries to fly away, and you just sort of like, all right then, at the back of the tail and twist it, so it comes crashing down into the water. And yeah, the rest of the party, you see him actually slay a dragon with a dagger.
So I'd like to leap onto its back, stab the dagger down, and then sort of glide the dragon across the other side of the river. Fall into the bank. Almost looks like I've fallen into water, and then you just see this dwarven hand hold this bloody dagger get thrust up the bank. That's all you can see, just thrust up above the bank as I then clamber up the rest of the way to stand triumphantly before the rest of the party.
I take a step back. I back away a little.
Now, if you'd only just give me a weapon, that would have given it so much quicker.
I gave you a weapon.
Nice. It's a table knife. He killed that dragon with that tiny thing.
A warrior needs to prove himself.
Yeah,
He doesn't need a knife anymore. He just needs the knife.
Oh, then let him have the dagger.
Yep.
Yeah. We what the scent of this dragon offers, because if there is a mother, it will smell us and it will track us.
What, dragons get bigger?
This is a baby.
No.
Yes.
What?
Where I'm from, we're ruled by we're slightly different, but they are dragons. We're ruled by 4 of them, and they are ancient, and they are huge. This is a wormling. Now, dragons have a very good sense of smell, and if this one is part of a brood or part of a clutch, Mummy might smell us. We need to wash. If you want to claim anything, now is the time, but black dragons are renowned for being cruel.
Should I take out my rope so all of you can bathe if you've been splashed by the blood? I look at Garen and Kingsman since the rest of us ran off.
I didn't get caught by the blood. But Garen, I think he's washed most of the blood off.
I don't know, standing
Well, I'm
triumphantly on the dragon.
Maybe
Garen?
take your feet for a paddle.
I'll wash my feet. Yeah, okay. I'll rinse off the blood from my face and my arms, and splash down my armor wherever else it's gone.
Yeah,
Do we
it's
have a
icy
weapon to
cold.
give him, actually? Did you, Ian? Did you say you gave him a weapon ready?
He's got a dagger.
That's it.
Yeah.
He really doesn't have another. I thought you gave him another weapon. Who has the other weapons? One of us.
Someone must have.
I can give you a I have a spear.
Oh, let me look and see what I have.
That's all I have.
I've got money.
So Garen, I'll come over to Garen and I'll pull from the middle of my back down the backpack and I pull out a short spear. And you have proven yourself with the dagger. Maybe we can trust you.
Is this another test? I've got to work my way through the lexicon of weapons until I arrive at one.
This is all I have at the moment.
We
I'll
don't
just
have
state
any other
now.
weapons.
Where is Killian's equipment?
Buried
it.
it.
I thought it was weird, but
I think you took some of Killian's equipment because you said that he's not going to need it, and it's not the tradition to bury them sort of completely the way they came to the world. I was going to say, but I don't exactly know what you took. I know that you took the armor because we talked about that.
Yes.
But I haven't written down what you took and what you didn't took. So
I'm pretty sure we buried him with his weapon holding it.
Yeah, his weapon was the axe. So yeah,
yes,
that's
and that's
gone.
Exactly, and the little token that he had as well. But yeah, you decide what you took and what you left, because I haven't made any notes of that. But if you haven't written it down, I assume that you didn't take it. So
I took his shield, the medallion, and the cloak because I was naked, and you gave me a scale mail.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't have any of his other stuff, so I'm foodless, backpackless, and weaponless.
Victoria will pull out half a clay bottle of mead. Is like, drink. I got this off a dead. There you go. I got this off a dead guy.
That just means it's vintage.
Exactly.
Vix, you can make an historical history check. DC 5.
Oh well, it's a 13 on the dice, and I know I have a plus in that. So
yeah, that's enough. You're like, oh yeah, dragons. There was something else. What was it? Yeah, they tend to have treasure sometimes.
They do. Hoards. They sit on their gold.
Yeah, they sit on the gold. And even if this is just a young dragon, it had clearly seen battle before. It's not impossible that there is some sort of treasure trove nearby.
Did it come out of the tree?
Huh? No, it didn't come out from the tree. It was when you were looking down at the tree. That's when you saw the little sort of these dormice and then these birds flying up next to it. So it was just sort of flying, and it was hiding just behind the sun. So you didn't really see it coming until it was diving down on you.
I mean, if you guys do like gold, and I'm not going to lie, it is tempting. If this wormling has just left, it could have just started a horde, which is a risk, but it could be worth following if you like gold. However, if it's not left the clutch and Mummy's home, it's a bigger horde, but we're all going to be fucked.
That's a good summary, yeah.
I didn't hear anything after if you like gold.
This guy, somebody get this man a weapon.
So we have two possibilities here. We need to... One, we're on a quest. We're already on a mission. We need to find Queen Freya's tomb.
Yes.
But I suggest we do that first, and we mark this location on our maps, and we can come back here and find the dragon's gold.
We should at least push it in the river so it goes downstream.
I agree. Garen?
Vix will help. He knows how bad this situation is, so he's like willing to help.
What do you want me to roll? Athletics check.
Yeah, well, how big are they? Yeah, roll on a strength athletic check, or just a normal
That's
strength check.
15 in total.
Yeah, that's more than enough.
12.
Yeah, and if you do together, then you can definitely push it into the water. It gets swept along down rivers, and that's about it. So, are you leaving the area, or are you lingering?
No, we would leave.
Yeah.
Wash your
Leading
hands.
question for the from
Rinse
the
your
DM.
hands in the water.
Yep, I did that.
Yeah.
Wipes them on Kingsman's cloak.
What is not looking?
Vix,
No,
what
he
are
do
you
it. He's
do-
like, that's what that's for, right? Towel.
Yeah.
Always bring a towel.
And let us
And
go
I
now
cast you
before
like
Mom
wind
comes
on
back.
myself. Sorry, Cara.
You
Yeah, no.
continue east, northeast even, because you went down there and yeah, you've crossed River Nelda. So you have northward to the east of you, but you're
Do you want me
heading
to bring up the map?
northeast. If you want to, if other people want to look at it. I don't know if we have.
I've got the Buckbridge map. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, here we go. Spoke too soon. Yeah, exactly. So let's see if I can make markings on this one. Draw. Yeah, okay, I'll try. So Tower of Agathos was here, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then you have Longleaf Grove down here, where you met, where you resurrected Vix. And then Queen Freya's tomb is marked on the map over here.
Okay, and that's the
So-
river we've just crossed.
Yeah, exactly. So you just crossed the
Once we're
river
close.
somewhere here, and now you're heading northeast.
Well, these are the mountains. If there's a dragon, they're bound to be in the mountains as well. So maybe
Great.
we're in the same area.
Guys, I've got an idea as well. In all fairness, usually when a dragon's territory is questioned, when it's dislodged from its home, its residence, its territory, another one will move in. What if we moved into the horde? We could live together. We could be rich. We could buy Buckbridge. It'd be like our own little island where we could just fund whatever we wanted, or it would just be we could just start a fish restaurant, anything.
But in a cave. I mean, the footfall is pretty limited in a cave, right? I mean, I'm just thinking. I mean, I'm not saying you're not making sense, but couldn't we move the horde theoretically somewhere else?
Well, no, we keep the horde there, but we don't start a business in the cave. We do that in the town. We buy the town. We buy everybody out of their properties. We gentrify it, and then we.
We just take it over.
Then it just looks and blinks at Vix. He's just trying to follow the reason.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, we need more sourdough and vintage shops and maybe some coffee place.
Yeah, it's a craft coffee. Craft mead.
Yeah, a gallery would be nice.
Artisan sausages. Right.
Kingsman's right. It could be here. I don't know about you, but my nails are tingling with excitement for gold.
I trust Kingsman's judgment here because he clearly knows his way around in the wild. Kingsman?
Yeah, I suggest we make a move towards our location.
Yes. And so you do. So you head on. The weather is quite clear and nice, just like it was during the earlier days. So it's a crisp autumn day, and you nervously every now and then look up to the sky, but there are no more dragons, at least not what you can see, that are following you. And in the late afternoon, when you start looking for somewhere to camp for the night, everyone can make a perception check.
That is terrible.
That was terrible.
That's terrible too.
It's
7.
not great.
7.
That's 8.
Oh,
10.
God. What have I got? What have I got? What have I got?
Flynn, what'd you get?
7.
Oh, me too. We're both staring at the same patch of grass.
Garen got the most.
Yeah. Okay, well, and you miss whatever it was that you could potentially see and continue forward.
The weapon. The weapon.
The staff, the gold, the dragon.
It's a dragon slaying battle axe there in the long grass.
Yeah. Well, you mainly focusing on like we really need to have a nice place where we can set camp. So yeah. All right. 5 people. No one. All right. Anyway. It's fine. Yeah, but you did find a nice spot to try camp.
Did I use my bardic inspiration?
It's how long is that? I don't think it's. Yeah, I was gonna say no.
Gone.
Sorry, this is later in the
Okay.
in the late afternoon, and but there is a sort of like it's not a proper dense forest, but there are some spruce trees, and the area is getting more hilly, and you can see the mountains further north from where you are, and you do find a nice place where you can strike camp. There's this big spruce tree that has fallen over, and it will provide a wind shelter for you, and yeah, it's a good place to strike camp. So I'm assuming that you, I was gonna say, you erect your tents if you have a tent, or roll up your bedrolls, cook some food. You can, if you have ratios, you can remove one of them.
Aaron, I will give you one of my ration packets.
Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, I was going to say you get hungry. So who's holding? Who's checking? Who's holding watch?
I can hold watch. I can hold the first watch.
Do you guys need me to take one?
Or at least someone.
I'll do one of the midnight watches because I've got dark vision, so I'll do one of the midnight to 3 shift or something.
Yeah.
I'll take sunrise.
Yeah. And what did you say, Kingsman?
I said I would take the first watch if that's possible.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then you can. Then Kara can take the second one.
I can join someone if someone wants company.
You can do the one between midnight. Really late and just before Vix, if you want to.
Yep, that works.
Yeah.
I go to sleep in my severed bedroll. Sort of do my best to sort of keep the two halves together.
It is not. It's a little bit. It's a chilly night. It's October and it's by the mountains, so you've had better nights.
So do we think tomorrow we're going to find what we're looking for? Yeah.
I feel like we're close.
Sorry, I had a mouthful. Would you like some bread with cheese on it?
Yeah. Yes, please.
There you go. Sorry. I just get so hungry. Kingsman, do you think that this tomb that's been lost for so long Will it be guarded? Will it be protected? Are we looking at another fight?
I think if this tomb has been lost, forgotten, as you say, for so long, I don't think it will be guarded. There is a chance the dragon might be there, but this is a funeral ground of a queen, so maybe there's traps.
That was my next question. Garen, do you think that, I mean, you are part of the Iron Shield clan, yes, and you were in the key, so, I mean, do you know of any traps or know of any secret entrances or anything that we could be coming up against as we do this?
Not in any detail, no, but Kingsman is correct. It will be well protected. Even if it wasn't protected by Queen Freya at the time, it would have been protected afterwards by her followers to make sure that grave robbers and miscreants didn't break in and steal anything valuable.
Would anybody like any fried potato sticks?
I would try one.
There you go.
While we're there, I'm sitting around the campfire. I'm still whittling another little.
Is anyone still injured?
I don't think so.
Feeling a bit battered and bruised, but I'm fine. It's no danger.
Yeah, Flume has a sort of bump on his forehead and he's trying to sort of hide on his, but it is sort of like quite prominent.
Because we are resting for the night, I'm going to use the medallion to cast Beacon of Hope. So I'm going to create Boulder's Brass right in the centre of camp, an 8-foot high statue of Loki.
Does it just pop into existence?
It just pops into existence, yes.
I scramble out of my bedroll and pull my sword out. What the?
Yeah.
It's Loki's blessing. He's here to bring us hope. This is a beacon of hope. Don't you feel emboldened by this? It will give us extra energy. And will empower my healing abilities. So Flinny, come here. Let me take a look at that bump you have in your head.
How did you see? Oh, never mind. I walk up to you and it hurts here.
Now, this is very important for the healing process. You must repeat the words of the spell after me. Loki is good.
Loki is good.
Loki is the greatest.
Loki is the greatest?
That's right. Now say it with me. Loki is good. Loki is the greatest.
You're making this up, aren't you?
Insight check. Insight check if you want to draw that conclusion.
Can I make an insight check?
I'll do an insight check as well.
You can listen to them.
I got
It
19.
just sounds like bullshit.
Kingsman are definitely
I thought so, but now I don't.
Boulder Dash.
No, he makes sense.
I don't know anything. I rolled a 1. I still have my sword out.
Perfect sense.
It's a god.
It's an illusion. It's fine. It's
Loki's great. He's good. He's great.
So I cast Cure Wounds on you, Flinay, and you get 11 hit points back.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Now, Cara,
Which
are you
god
injured?
do you have?
Was that a question for me?
Yeah, no, it was for Flinny. Which god do you have?
I don't really have one.
Well, you think that Loki sounds like a good god for you, you know?
I mean, he's great.
Just in
right?
general. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you don't know. This is clearly,
I am very
you just
religious,
healed
but
up, so
I don't have a chosen deity.
that means you can't pray to God if you die.
Loki is great.
No.
Is anyone else injured, Cara?
No. I am completely fine and not taking part in the ritual. Thank you.
Kingsman, you didn't get into any fight at all, so you won't be injured.
No, I managed to stay away from trouble.
Yes, I can see that it's a special ability you have.
I end fights. I don't start them.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay, that is really.
And
The
Vix,
writer?
my gambling friend, how about you? Are you injured at all?
I'm a little worse for wear, but if you've got one going,
I've always got one going. And I cast Key Wounds on you, and you get 11 hit points back.
Hey, he didn't have to say the words.
He's already a true believer, Flinner.
Oh, that explains it.
Oh, I know Loki's real.
I would step over from my seat around the fire. I would step over around to the other side, but passing close to Garrett, and I just I look down at the dwarf and I hold out my arm for him to shake, and I say, "Your arm." With a little smirk on my face, looking at Flinny, you are very welcome here. Thank you.
Thank you, Kingsman. It's been a very welcoming experience, and thank you for the spear. I do mean that sincerely.
It's okay. And here, have this as a keepsake. It's a wormling that I've carved out of wood.
That's very nice of you, Kingsman. Thank you.
Cool.
I think watching this exchange, Vix would pull out the lute and just quietly just begin playing some music for everyone, just to relax the night in and begin.
So, Garen,
the long rest, please.
Yeah.
Do you know this Queen Freya? How long have you been trapped inside that medallion?
I was trapped in there for millennia. I've heard of Queen Freya. I'm assuming I've heard of Queen Freya.
Yeah, well, your memories are patchy at best. So you get sort of glimpses which are very, very clear, but you can't really put them in the right order. You do know that, like, Queen Freya, yes, she. But you have this sort of like, she's our queen. No, wait, it was a millennia ago. So you have this slightly whiplash where you can't really tell what happened yesterday. Well, you do, or what happened 1,000 years ago and more. So far, your memories are a little bit hazy. Well, they are clear, but you can't really put them in the right order. Yeah. So, but yes.
I'm afraid I can't recall any specifics, so I don't know how useful my memories would be. They are slightly scrambled by my experiences, so I think we just need to be cautious because, the dwarven clans would have protected what was theirs, and a great queen such as Freya would have been well protected. We need to be at maximum strength.
You say great queen. Now, we know nothing of this queen. Was she good or was she evil?
You can roll a history check if you know some obscure knowledge of it, or if you've been spending a lot of time in Buckwild.
I'm just curious to find out what Garen knows.
Yeah, okay.
Was she good or evil? Who did she serve? What are we walking into?
Well, she served the interests of the Ironshield clan. I wouldn't have said she exhibited evil traits because, well, she wouldn't have been in power for very long because, most of the dwarves are fairly good-natured. We might tend towards a little bit of chaos now and again rather than law, but generally we serve good, not evil.
Okay.
Yeah, you have this memory patchy memories pictures that when you talk about you remember crossing over in warships from another land. So the Ironshield clans were a conquering clan that came from overseas. And you remember these sort of like very proud dwarves in full armor riding huge wolves into battle. But again, you can't really sort of patch together when was that and in which order. But yes, that's what you remember.
Okay.
Right. So, Kingsman, you're holding the first watch then. Anyone else want to do something else before you go to bed?
No.
No. All right. So, Kingsman, you're sitting there and it's getting dark. Everyone else is turning in. Flynn is clutching his 2 parts of his sleeping bag, trying to to get some warmth. And Kara,
while he is asleep, and I see him while Flinny is asleep, and I see him cold, in his bed, and obviously while he is completely asleep, I will put another log on the fire for him.
Oh. Yeah, you see some of that.
Then I'll get a stick with ashes and draw some glasses onto his face.
There it is.
Yeah. Give gods and give takes. Yeah, no, you're quite proud of your handiwork. It definitely looks just like Bjorn Amberclan's little glasses, sort of slightly, sort of a little bit down his nose. So yeah, well done. Kara, you have this dream again. It's not as detailed or as long as you had it before, but you realize immediately that it's not your dream. It's one of those where first you have this, don't forget to put on tea, this whimsical, normal dream, and then all of a sudden it becomes very, very real. And it's just like short bursts, and you realize it's not your dream, it is your shaman's, your great-grandmother's, Sharina's dream. And she's just she's telling you things but you get in this distorted voice. So she's standing in this sort of snowy landscape, and she's like, find the Queen's journal, continue forward, you're on the right track, I'll guard them, but keep going. And then she say, I'll watch over you, and it's just snow again, and you don't actually wake up. You feel you continue to dream and the night continues until you get until Kingsman wakes you up for your turn to hold watch. But you feel kind of reassured about this dream. It wasn't as horrible as the last one, and just deep down that you're on the right track. You don't know why or what the goal is, but just the fact that she said, I'll find the Queen's journal and continue you on the right track. It feels like balm on your soul, because this has been gnawing on you for quite some time. The last horrid dream that you had, this is a soothing dream that it feels, it feels calming. There is an urgency, but you also feel like you're heading in the right direction. You don't know the goal, but it's
Okay.
And you wake up when Kingsman is gently shaking your shoulder and tells you it's your time to hold watch.
Kara, it's your turn.
Yes. Kingsman, we're on the right track. I feel it. I know it. My grandmother had given me another vision.
Good.
Tomorrow.
I've always trusted you.
Thank you.
We'll make sure we get up early.
Yes. No dilly-dallying. We need to just go. All right. Sleep well, my friend.
Thank you.
And then I'll plant myself down next to the fire and look out into the horizon.
Yeah, nothing more happens during your watch, and you hand over to Garon, who then later hand over to Flinny, who eventually will wake Vix up. And Vix, during your watch just before dawn, you're sort of like a little bit restless, and it is a little bit boring to just be sitting here and sun is getting up and no one is doing anything. So you wander around and you sort of like, I should hold, I'll keep watch and I'll walk around camp, because it's also a little bit cold and you've been freezing a little bit during the night. It's also quite windy, so you're happy with that sort of wind shelter that you picked. And as you walk around, you're like, what's that on the ground? That's weird. And you find a mushroom of sort. It's kind of golden orange.
Eat it.
Is it the same kind of golden orange as the dryad that we met?
You can try to roll wisdom to remember.
3.
You're like, yes, absolutely, could be. You have no idea. You're like, wasn't she kind of orangey, the same? This is orange, she was orange. Yeah, it's kind of orange.
So at this point, have I like picked it out of the ground, or is it still like in the ground?
No, you just sort of like, it's, you haven't touched it or anything. It's just on the ground. But when you sort of bend down to have a closer look, you realize that there are more of them. Once you see one, you see like all these other golden leaves. They are not golden leaves. They are actually kind of these mushrooms.
Huh. Cora, Diana, did Cora actually say that out loud? Were you awake at that point?
It's only you who are awake.
That was Diana.
Okay. He gets down real low, and he's like eye to eye level with like the top. He's like looking over. He's like almost like a hound. He's like. The game is afoot. Crawl forward ever so slightly into the middle of them and just looks around. Did they lead off in a direction or anything? Or is it just like a patch of them?
No, it's a patch of them.
Breakfast.
You realize it's like a circle, but it's not a path. It's not leading anymore.
He will begin to pick them, and then we'll get a mess tin out, and we'll begin to cook them if they don't do anything as soon as he picks them up.
Nothing is happening when you pick them up. They smell quite nice.
Breakfast is on me, guys. And he will start to fry them up in a little mess tin with some potato, a little bit of. Is there any other like berries or stuff around that I can like throw in there to like? He thinks he can cook. He can't cook.
But you can roll survival to find eatable things.
Now I would say that's at disadvantage.
It can be disadvantage, yes.
Oh, good, because that first one was an 18. Well, there's a 4. Let's see what our survival is. Oh, a lovely 4. There you go.
Yeah. You remember clearly when Killian was sort of holding up this hand of dirt and mud from in front of Ian, found Boulderstock, and sort of like, eat this. You're like, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. You know, humans and the like, they like this. So you make a little fresh salad next to these sort of quite nice mushrooms, and then you wake everyone up to this feast.
Yeah, he would wake up Flynn. He's like, hey, let's get some breakfast in you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Everybody up. Hey, Cora, I've made breakfast.
And,
yeah, you guys ever seen these mushrooms before? And he holds up one of them that he hasn't cooked. He's like, they look really pretty.
Can we do a nature check?
Yes, but you are from northern far away.
It's okay.
So you can do it with a disadvantage if you like.
Can I do it too?
Yeah, everyone can do it.
Can we all do it?
I'm also from up north, so I guess I'm gonna be.
But you're still from eastern far away. You might have seen it at inn or something.
Terrible.
I got a 15.
Yes, quite.
Okay. Same, 15.
Yeah. For those who roll 15 and they're around, you know that it is a golden sun mushroom. It's a delicatessen. It's really, really yummy, and it's actually quite healthy as well.
Inside check on the DM.
What would I lie?
No, I'm just kidding. I dig in. That smells delicious.
TPK.
Yeah.
No.
DC Con say no. You're all perfectly well, and it's really quite nice. And Vinny, Vix, you managed to store away 2 extra ratios of mushrooms that you can use together with the rest of your ratios as a little side food.
Aw,
Yeah.
Very nice.
thanks.
Vix, I didn't know
And-
you could cook.
Oh, I can't. This was all luck. I've never done it before. I usually pay somebody to do it, or Mum does it for me.
Yeah,
No,
that little
no.
sort of muddy cake salad on the next to the main course.
Hmm.
Questionable, but the mushrooms are actually quite nice.
They just look really nice.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Yep. I think
You
that
can set up packing everything up, pack the mushrooms, and leave. It is a very windy day. Sort of clouds are chasing each other over the sky, and it's very, very blustery. The wind is sort of tugging in your clothes as you continue forward. And you walk for the better part of the day. This is a rather sort of isolated area, so you don't meet anyone. You do see quite some wildlife on your journey, but just as the sun is setting and you follow this map, you arrive to your destination. And it is just sort of at the bottom of these mountains. So you have had a couple of hills, but now you're getting these majestic mountains moving up. And as you're following the map, you're like, oh, it should be around here. So you're standing in front of a rough granite wall that is covered with moss and ivy. The sun is setting in the horizon, and you should be here somewhere.
I look at Kingsman.
Well, we're looking for a tomb. Garen, a dwarven tomb or dwarven crypt. Would it be in the side of the mountain? Are we looking for a door? Or would it be on the ground?
Will it be magical?
I was going to say.
There would have been originally, before it was sealed, some way to get in from ground level. I imagine the bulk of the tomb will be below ground. The key in us finding this is to find whatever entrance was used to transport the sarcophagus or the remains and the entourage into the tomb for the final ceremony. That would have been sealed though, so we need to look out for some deliberately worked and hidden stone.
If everybody splits up. Yes,
He just pulls the loot from his back and then strums a chord and like lets out some resonance as like the dust leaves him again. And I will cast Detect Magic. So that for the next 10 minutes, if there's anything magical here, I'll see it.
I suggest we all spread out. As Garen says, look for something unusual.
Who has the best
very
eyes?
cunning with stone.
Who has the best eyes? Who has the best vision? Who do you normally rely on to spot things? I would guess Kingsman being the archer, but
Yeah, Flinne's wearing glasses, so I guess it's not him.
Well, I look at Vix. So.
Oh, I forgot.
I didn't even know you wore them. I told him I hadn't noticed, my friend. I'm so sorry.
It's just the mushrooms in effect. Because they make no sense.
No, he thinks everyone's hallucinating on the mushroom.
I sort of shake my head. It's like,
I'll cast guidance on Kingsman.
So everybody's spread out. Search the wall, search the ground.
Yeah.
A boulder maybe placed as a keystone. Something maybe overgrown. So look for hedges, trees, moss.
Yeah.
You can
Stay,
all roll.
Stay within Make sure you can still see someone. Don't go wandering off.
Yes.
Can I make a history check to see if I recall any stories about about the route that Queen Freya's final passage to the tomb took?
Sure.
Is there anything magical?
11. So your memories, if you compare them to yesterday, they are getting a little bit more coherent. And you haven't actually, you were never down in Queen Freya's crypt, because it is a royal crypt for just sort of the royal family members and very high-ranking members of the Iron Shield clan. And again, because it is, it tends to be secret as well. So you can't really say, but what you do remember from other tombs that you've been to is that they tend to always be underground. The Iron Shield clan were a clan that lived mainly on the surface, but they still kept to the old tradition of burying underground. So you're like, it's probably going to be some sort of hidden door. You know that you have a key, so maybe if you can find a keyhole or something.
Okay.
And I'll let everyone do an investigation check.
Any traces of magic?
I'll come to that, Rick.
Awesome. 14 on the investigation.
14, same.
14 too. I got a 13 on the die.
9.
14.
That
18.
Ooh.
She's your queen.
Okay. Yeah. So, Vix, Kara, and Kingsman, you're looking around, and Vix, you feel this sort of, because you cast detect magic, you feel like there is an aura of transmutation here, but you can't really pinpoint on where it is. But you just feel it sort of like it's a sort of vibration in the air, if you like, where it's sort of like, okay, it's here somewhere, but you can't really sort of like, oh, it's over there. But it's nearby.
I will relay that to the party.
Yeah, and Garen, you sort of you go around and you tap your dagger against the rock, sort of like it's going to be here somewhere. You don't really notice anything in the beginning before you realize that you're wearing the medallion, and it is warm against your skin. And as you look down, you realize that it's glowing. And further away, like 5 feet away, on this sort of overgrown granite part of the mountain with vines and moss, you can see the beginning of a pattern starting to form. It's a turquoise pattern with a knotted sort of crescent moon and with a snowflake just in the sort of middle, a little bit to the side. And as you step forward on the rock, just like it was submerged in the rock, it's rising to the surface. There is this keyhole.
I found something. Who has the key?
You what? So far away.
Who's got the key?
Who's got the key?
I think I have a key.
I've found something over here. Come. It's a crescent moon and a star. And it was glowing, and now this keyhole has appeared in the rock.
Right.
I'll take the key out of my pack. Is the key doing anything as it gets near? No.
No, it doesn't seem to be reacting. It's just a heavy bronze key, a little bit rusted with age. But yeah, you can see the symbol and the keyhole when Garen sort of like points it out. So
Garen, as you are a member of the Ironshore clan, I guess it's here.
Before he
You're
does
right
that,
to answer that. Good.
does the aura of transmutation get stronger or anything?
It's as you get closer, it gets stronger.
There's magic here. It's transmutative. I'm not sure if that's a trap or if that's, I don't know, something with the key, but just so you're aware, there is strong magic here. That's really mysterious.
For you, Vix, now, when you're closer, you can feel like the air is almost humming as you get closer. Before it was just like a tingle, now it's sort of like, it feels like you're listening to music, but there are no music, just a sort of vibration, a humming transmutation magic.
I take the key from Kingsman.
Yeah.
And I insert it in the keyhole.
Yeah.
I look around at Vix and say, lefty loosey or righty tighty?
Always left, my friend.
Always left. I'll turn the key anti-clockwise.
Yeah. Although the key is quite heavy and a little bit rusty, it slides in so easy into this keyhole, and you turn it 3 times, and every time you turn it, you hear a soft sort of click, and then click, and the 3rd time, click, and when you remove the key, it seems like it was just part of the mountain, but now it turns into double door, sort of. Opens up, and you look down into darkness. There's a staircase leading down.
Might I say caution here? There's a possibility of fighting undead. Just be warned.
That was really cool, though.
All right. I'll cast.
The dragon didn't come through this way, then.
I don't think so.
Is it dark?
Sorry.
It is. The staircases continue down. If you have dark vision, after a while, it is so deep and so dark that even your dark vision can't penetrate it.
Dark vision. Okay.
You will need torches if you go down.
I also can cast light. So we have torches. Most of us have torches. So what is the order? Who would like to go first? And
I would suggest Flinny and Garen. Flinny to set
Yeah.
the traps, and Garen as a sign of respect.
I will go towards the back.
If you are concerned over guardians in the crypt itself, then might I suggest that Flinny, although he's at the front, remains hidden. He might give us some early warning or advantage if we are attacked. And with that, I will say, now remember, you need to repeat after me, Flinny. May the luck of Loki shine upon me.
Oh my god.
May the luck of Loki shine upon me.
And I shall bestow upon you the blessing of the trickster.
That's a lot of words to remember.
But you now get advantage on stealth checks
Ooh.
for the next hour.
Totally worth it.
I repeat
guess-
the words. I mean, good things happen when I do this. You can't blame me.
Repeat the words then. Go on.
No, well,
Go on.
what
was it?
May the luck of Loki shine upon me.
Luck of Loki shine upon me.
You now have advantage on stealth checks. So you
Easy.
feel naturally drawn to the shadows.
This is fantastic. Loki's the best ever saying, I take a torch and I trot down the stairs.
Yeah. Do you actually have a torch to...
I have 10 torches.
You have 10 torches. Brilliant.
Yeah.
So many.
Yeah.
I will go down
Excellent.
behind Aaron and Finney. He's like, well, I guess while I've still got to take magic up, at least I can see if there are any magical wards or anything. But Kingsman, Kara, if you can protect us from the back. I know, Kingsman, you've got range, but I don't know if you do, Kara, so...
I do not, and
I'll
I'm
bring up
quite
the
the
rear.
loudest. I'll be towards the back.
Yeah. So, Kingsman, are you going as number 4 then?
I will go last.
You go last. Okay, yeah.
You want to go
Then
last or want me to
Kara's-
go last?
I can go last because I can keep an eye out on the rear. We're not able to close this door unless it's going to close on us.
You don't know.
Cora, I will give you a bardic inspiration right now as well, so that you've got that D6 the stealth checks.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that because I have disadvantage.
And I will cast Aid. I'll cast it on Kingsman, Kara, and Vix. So you each gain 5 hit points to both your maximum and your current.
Ooh, thank you.
Very nice.
And who is carrying any torches?
I will cast light upon my sword.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go kick some ass.
I will carry a torch, but someone will have to give me one.
I'll hand you one. For giving me aid, I will hand you one and I'll look at you. Take it, friend.
Thank you, Kara. Thank you.
So torches has a burn time of 1 hour, just so that everyone is aware.
All right.
Oh,
It's all right. Lena has 10. 9.
Yeah. And a long rest is 8 hours, so...
don't need light when you're asleep.
Oh,
It's
wait,
fine.
I have 10 as
Yeah,
well.
it's fine. Okay, excellent. Brilliant. I like this group. Otherwise, everyone's sounded like, I get dark vision, who cares? And,
I mean, I do have dark vision, but
yeah,
I hate
but
dark vision.
when
I
it's
hate
really
dark
super
vision.
pitch dark,
yeah.
Anyway, so yes, we have the order of how you're going down, and you've boosted yourself with all types of spells, and you continue down the staircase.
So as I descend the stairs, I hold the torch very close to the steps, and I check for traps.
Mm-hmm. Then you're gonna move half of your speed.
That's okay. They can wait.
That's okay.
This is important.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You check for traps, and it takes you the better part of 2 hours to climb down all stairs. You are now very, very deep underground. And also, I should mention, when you have trotted down quite a way down the stairs, you hear the doors close behind you. It is deadly quiet. No one has been here for over 1,000 years or more. And you can't help but feel like the shadows are casting. It feels like they're moving a little bit too quickly for you as you walk down the stairs.
How
it's
wide
double
are the stairs?
Huh?
How wide are the stairs?
They are quite wide. They are nearly 10 feet. So it's sort of like...
Have a 2 by 2 if you wanted.
Yeah, exactly. So it is a very sort of impressive type of staircase, with its, because it's quite wide. And you see that there have been old sort of iron torch holders along the walls, all the way sort of like chung, chung,
Are
chung.
they
But they are empty
empty?
at them. They are empty,
So-
yes.
As I'm bringing up the rear, and I also have 10 torches, I will take
Yes.
out one of my torches and light it.
Yep.
So that we have a way back.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But it will take you nearly 2 hours to go down, so you're going to run out of torches if you do that.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah. So it's a good idea, but just so that in that case, you waste all of your torches.
Do I have any? I don't have any chalk. Don't suppose anyone has any chalk.
Lena,
No,
probably.
but my calves are killing. This is so many steps.
Well, Kara will be the only one who's nearest to me. So, Kara, do you have any chalk?
No, I do not.
Okay, don't worry.
I have, because it's going to take us 2 hours, I'm going to be on torch number 8 when we reach the stairs. So I will have spent one torch, which I guess ends up as a charred stick.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
charcoal, yeah.
I draw a cross on a step with that, using that as we go like every other step. And I pause and I say to Kingsman, I mean, this is great. You can use this to draw on anything. I mean, it's brilliant. It's like a pen. And then I keep checking for traps.
Yeah. You check.
And Vix has a pack of dog-eared marked cards, and he will just every now and again put them into a brick, or just drop them on the floor. He's just like, just bored, just letting one go every now and again.
Yeah, Flynn is walking forward in this sort of like snail movement, sort of like, what was that? No, it's nothing. And after the like 37th, oh, it's nothing. Yeah, you're like, I'll do anything with these cards. I'm really bored.
So I was practicing trying to throw them.
Yeah, flick them. Sort of.
You ever seen those? I can get them into like melons and stuff. That's pretty impressive.
After 2 hours, you can all make a perception check.
Here we go.
Nope. 6.
14.
Oh, 1.
6.
19.
Oh, we got some good ones.
So Carrie, you're the highest then.
Yes.
Yeah.
My dark vision helps.
Yes. Let's see. Yeah, you walk in this. You have Flynn and Garen and Vix in front of you, but nevertheless, Flynn is sort of bending down and looking for traps all the time. Garen is quite short to begin with, because Vix is sort of like leaning against the wall every now and then and flicking cards. You do have a rather good vision down the tunnel, and you see further down that the staircase is ended, and there is a sort of tunnel that begins. And you're the first one in the group who see this. The others just assume that it continues stairs forever.
There's a tunnel straight ahead.
Wait, what? Where?
Yes, take out your weapons just in case.
Right.
At the
Yeah,
bottom.
are you going to need that?
I've got my spear now.
What? Continue on.
Yeah. You arrive to a set of double doors. They are made in bronze and iron, and they are engraved with this iron shield symbol in the middle. So just half on one door and half on the other ones. And around them there are these multiple engravings in the metal work with fighting dwarves, warships, dwarves in full armor riding wolves. And you see this proud dwarven warrior with high cheekbone who wears a crown, accompanied with 2 wolves that are featured on several of these pictures. She's leading armies and slaying enemies with a long flail with 3 sort of these big spiky round thingies that are on a flail. And yeah, you have found the entrance door now to Queen Freya's tomb. And this is where we're gonna leave.
Mean.
I want to go inside.
Cruel and mean.
Please,
Fun
Mum.
and exciting. So yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
That's good. Looking forward to it.
Yes, so am I. Very exciting.
So we're okay. Yeah, so we're at Queen Freya's tomb. Good. Right. Do we go up a level?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Just
Technically, we went down several.
Boom, boom. Well done. Hey.
That was a great session. Thank you.
That was fun.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I'm very happy that no one died. So, yeah.
Give us
You
time.
cannot die in D&D.
So, it's always interesting when you have a battle with a river and where someone can fall into the river. It's like that can go not downhill but down rivers really quickly.
Totally.
Yep. No, that was. I still can't remember anyone ever slaying a dragon with a dagger. I can't remember.
No, I think that is very, very epic.
Quite a feat. Very
It's
impressive.
classic Steve, that is classic Steve.
Very classic.
Kingsman
I
did
like.
hurt it really badly, though.
Yeah.
So he gets some
On the
credit.
third go.
Yes.
I rolled
Cool.
it so badly. Though.
Yeah, you
It's like-
did.
Yeah,
All of us.
plenty of.
So, new session tomorrow, right?
But this is good because then you got rid of all the bad rolls, so you can save all the good rolls for
Yes.
when you really need it, which is
Yeah.
down here in the dungeon. So.
Yes, well, exactly. I mean, we're going to be doing. We're back in 2 weeks where we continue our story. But yeah, we're back into a good old fashioned dungeon crawl.
Yes,
So,
I like
yes.
it. Wow.
Yeah.
Just
Nice.
as we get ready for Christmas, it's a good old fashioned dungeon crawl.
Yep.
So yeah.
I mean, what else do you want as a Christmas gift? So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for everyone here, thank you for joining us at the end of a very it's a Thursday, end of a busy week. For those of you who are watching live, thank you very much for doing that. Remember, go to our YouTube channel, like and subscribe. And those of you watching on YouTube, thank you so much. We hope you enjoy it. Any questions, put it into the comments below, and I'll send them over to Eric and Tove, because Midnight Tower know all the answers. I don't. Anyone going to Dragon Meet, come and check us out. We'll be there in a couple of
Dragon Meet.
weeks. We'll
Get
all
Dragon
be
Meet.
there. Ian will be there. Steve will be there. Tove and Eric will be there. Diana won't because she's in America.
Oh,
Oh,
next year.
Here over here.
You'll be there in
I'll be
spirit.
PAX Unplugged.
There you go. Pex Unplugged. But
Yeah.
Luke Gygax will be here at Dragon Meet. So we're hoping to have a catch up with him. Maybe we'll throw some dice. Who knows?
That's amazing.
But
Just
remember-
yeeting across the hall.
exactly. Oi! Oi, Luke! Go on. Catch. Duck.
Honestly.
It was Steve.
I wouldn't be in though. Rolling my card
Yeah.
fumble knock something over.
And remember, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Make us a really good Christmas. And we will see you again soon. Until that time, bye.
Bye.